So for everyone that is here, welcome. We have Claus Skaaning, and he's the CEO of Digishares. Klaus is a member of the Standard Advisory Board and has quite a history in asset tokenization and building platforms to distribute regulated securities, security token offerings as well. And we have a chat, which we do check. And so if any of you have questions in the middle of this or any questions for us or Klaus, please feel free to write them down and we will absolutely get to those questions throughout the conversation as well.
Yeah. And I believe Klaus has almost 3 decades of working in tech under his belt, basically. And well, from what I've researched, and so something that we are curious of is how far along was it that you actually sort of got into crypto prior to actually going pro in it, and in the asset tokenization side.
I'm a late adopter. I bought a Bitcoin in 2014 for $200 and just forgot about it for a couple of years, and then I stopped. I stopped in one of my earlier companies about 2016 or something like that, and I was looking for something new to do. And together with one of my good friends, we basically decided to go into blockchain as a kind of career choice, career development for us. We thought it was extremely interesting what was going on, and it was very early days, and we could see many business opportunities even back then. And we also really believe in the ideas behind the blockchain, disintermediation, and ability to create non-inflationary assets and work outside the banks and the existing financial ecosystem and just do everything more efficiently and less precise and so on. We really like that. So we just started looking at different business models and took a long time to decide what we wanted to do. And we started actually another company first, a company called Venture Fusion that was really like a kind of bootstrapped, tokenized accelerator program for startups. So essentially having the opportunity, giving startup or entrepreneurs the ability to tokenize their idea really, or their early stage project, even if it's just written on a blanket. They could still tokenize it within our system and get a number of tokens, representing ownership in the project. So maybe a precursor to a DAO or something like that. And then using those tokens as payment for anyone participating in the project in different ways, allowing people to bootstrap more easily, right? That idea never took off, and we couldn't really gain adoption for it. It was a really difficult business model, I would say, having to sort of build like a 2 or even 3-sided marketplace up at the same time, which is never easy to do. So it never got off the ground, but it led us to understand the lack of good technology for tokenization in itself, right? And the early concept of tokenization that we looked at already in 2017, where the first companies in the space basically started up. We saw their solutions, so we looked at their solutions and tried to see if we could use it with our project, and just realized that we could do it better on our own. So we made a pivot and started Digishares basically back then to try to develop technology and infrastructure for this space. And I think we were among the first maybe among the first 10 companies globally to start in the space, or even 5 companies or something like that. And today we also see that so the leading companies in the space are those that started maybe around 4 years ago. So yeah, a little bit.